Okay, I know what you're thinking. Why didn't you have this up yesterday? Well, you can thank Mother Nature for that. You can thank Mother Nature because how the hell am I supposed to know that it was going to rain that badly? And yes, there was some flooding yesterday. I live in an apartment. I didn't have to worry about that. But Manhattan had it the worst. I'm not kidding. It was just that, the worst. But yeah, all it does is just upset me. I'm more disappointed because I actually did ask for a request, and guess what? I felt I was declined. Again. It was like that last year with Dragon Quest III HD-2D Remake. It was like it again with Final Fantasy Tactics, the Evilise Chronicles. And all it does is just made me feel really bitter. I'm just bitter about it. I got so mad I went into a full-blown rant about it, and all it did was anger people. Because yes, I actually did upset a few people. I even got kicked out of a Discord server because of that. Because they just saw me as a toxic, entitled individual. Honestly, I just want Square-Enix to tell me the truth and say that either I'm too toxic or they don't want to have anything to do with me. And if that's the case, then that's fine. Besides, my intention was to buy the game. And buy it I did. I'm sorry I have to rant about this, but this is how I really feel. I'm probably going to make a video essay about it because truth is, I'm just fed up. I'm just fed up to say the least. I'm just fed up of being treated badly because if Square Enix let me be honest. If they see me as not good enough, they should just tell it to me straight. Instead, they give me some lame excuse saying that, well, don't be discouraged. I mean, I don't want to be discouraged. Let's just not lie. I'm just waiting for the update to be installed and then be done with it. Because once I do that, then I can actually get started. Because I was going to do it yesterday, but Mother Nature said otherwise. And yeah, and it keeps saying in the email, don't be discouraged. Your passion of gaming is clear, and there are plenty of opportunities ahead. Plenty of opportunities, they say, huh? Well, if you're going to say that, then why the hell do I bother? Why the hell do I bother doing that? Why the hell do I bother filing requests only to end up getting the same message over and over and over? I got sick of it, which is why I made the decision that I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not going to be filing requests for Square Enix games. I'm not going to deal with this anymore. I'm just done. I'm just flat out done. I just want nothing to do with it anymore, and I just want to move on. And I want to do it my way. Besides, that's what you want to see, right? I do apologize if it's a bit longer, but I need to get it off my chest. Because honestly, if Square Enix feels that my YouTube channel isn't good enough to basically show off their games, then they should just say it in my face instead of having this stupid thing. It doesn't matter. I believe it's time for us to get started. Sorry it's like 3 minutes late, but I need to get it off my chest. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake. And also, product not provided by Square Enix because I bought this. And I will make my point very clear. Yeah, this will take a while. Nice, save data for Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake has been found. Save data will be linked. Nice, bonus items can be claimed from special treasure chests within the game. Players with existing save data are entitled to a marvelous makeover kit. For the first, you can get it at the inn in Tantagal, and the second inside the inn at Middenhall. Welcome to Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD-2D Remake. I'm MegamanNG, and we're gonna finally get started. Honestly, would have been not happened if these guys would have just considered, but nah, there's nothing else I can do. I have to accept that fact. So let's just get this over with. What makes this interesting is that you can choose which game you can do, because it's actually 2 games in 1. You have Dragon Quest 1 on the left, and Dragon Quest 2 on the right. So, I'm going to start with this. I've done this before, so this is no picnic either. So let's just get started with Dragon Quest 1. Thanks to the heroic efforts of the legendary Erdrick, the Lord of the Underworld Zoma was defeated and peace returned to the land of Alifgard. Yet this peace was not to last, as the diabolical Dragon Lord rose up and unleashed horde upon horde of monsters on the realm once more. Now it falls to you, Erdrick's descendant, to lay the fiend low and rescue the world from its plight. And you could choose your text language. You have it in various different languages too. Voice language is in English or in Japanese. I'll stick with English, so let's get started. Alright, we'll choose this save file. And I already know what name I'm gonna give, because the name was pretty much official. Solo. Funny how it's the same name as the protagonist for Dragon Quest IV. This cannot be a coincidence, can it? Yes. English. Whatever, why not? And they added difficulty settings too. Nah, I'll stick with Dragon Quest. Let's go. It'll automatically save your progress. Nice. But I prefer manual saving.
Hear me, hero. Can you hear me? A great darkness threatens this world. Left unchecked, it will swallow it entirely. It may already be too late. Nevertheless, perhaps you, Sign of Erdrick, might prevail. Please, you must make for Tantacha. You must do all that you can. The fate of the world rests with you.
Canst thou stand? Speak to me! Tis not! I can yet fight! But we find ourselves surrounded! Captain, all is surely lost! We cannot permit it to be, for should we fall, who shall remain to keep the fiends from our kith and kin? Who? Thou art here to aid us? We are in dire debt, stranger. Hadst thou not come to our aid, we might well have perished. Indeed, to best a whole host of monsters single-handedly is the work of no ordinary warrior. If I might ask, what bringeth thee to the forest alone, stranger? Journeyst thou somewhere? Zounds! Thou art of the line of mighty Erdrick? The hero of legend, hence thy prowess with a blade. And a voice heard in a dream did truly tell thee to make for Tantagel? Nonsense! Such talk is the stuff of fairy tales. Hold thy tongue. Thou of Dresseth art delivered. Stranger, we are guardsmen of the king of that very realm. Allow us to escort thee hence. 'Tis the very least we can do. Behold, yonder lieth fair Tantagel. And beyond it, that accursed isle, upon which standeth the dwelling place of that foul demon who did appear as if from nowhere to lead the fiends against us. The Dragon Lord. We arrive in the town of Tantagel. We shall go ahead and inform the king of thy coming. His esteemed majesty, Lorik the 16th, will surely grant an audience to one such as thee. Truly, Captain? We have only this man's word that he is indeed a scion of a legendary hero. The veracity of that claim is neither here nor there. That we were delivered from marauding fiends by his courage and strength of arms is enough. Tantagel, nay, our entire world hath need of such warriors as he. Ah, but forgive me, stranger. I have not yet asked of thee thy name. To whom shall I inform his majesty that we owe our lives?
Well met, traveller. It seemeth thou art a warrior of great skill. We have long awaited the coming of one such as thee. The captain did relate to me the tale of how thou didst best a whole horde of fiends single-handedly, and did thereby deliver he and his comrades from peril. And not only this, but thou art of the bloodline of mighty Erdrick. Is this true?
Then thou knowest, of course, the legend of thine ancestors' deeds.
Yes.
But of course thou dost. Even babes in arms know the tale by heart. In days of yore, thy revered ancestor did receive of the almighty goddess the sphere of light, and by its power was our world rid of the monstrous menace that beset it. Yet the tales make no mention of any of the hero's bloodline having survived to the present day. Thou truly believest it to be so? That thou art of the line of Erdrick?
Yes.
Praise be! These are glad tidings indeed. But possessest thou proof, perhaps, of this claim? Or are we to believe it based solely on a voice heard in a dream? Thou plainly wearest thy heart on thy sleeve, young man. 'Tis an endearing trait indeed. Mine own line is one intimately entwined with that of the hero of legend. And according to the tales passed down among us, the hero who laid low the lord of the underworld was also guided by a voice heard in dreams.
Majesty, please. It will not do to share the secrets of the royal line so freely.
Calm thyself. Though we lack for proof, I would place my faith in this youngster nonetheless. Better that than lose all hope for the salvation of our benighted realm.
Yes, Majesty.
Now, young hero, thou too wouldst know the truth of thy bloodline, wouldst thou not? Then hie thee to the cave that doth bear thine ancestors' title, and to the Shrine of Rain. Return to me with what thou findest there. This shall be thy reward for aiding my guardsmen. Go forth, brave hero, and may the goddess guide thee.
We receive 120 gold coins and some useful items. Opening the menu's easy. Just give X a press. And any time during a conversation or immediately after it's ended, you can commit what you heard to memory by pressing the plus button. Anything you've chosen to keep in mind can be revisited by selecting Recall. And our objectives, of course, have been updated. I am thankful I can now experience this. We have to learn all we can about Erdrick. And this is, well, Solo himself. Starts at level 1 and has pretty good stats. Just give it time, he's going to get some better gear. And there's like 2 accessories you can equip. Just like how it was in the first game. You have 3 medicinal herbs and a Chimera Wing. And you also have your world map. There's at least that. So our objective is to head into Erdrick's Hollow. But there really is nothing much we can do here for the time being. This is just like how it was in the original Dragon Quest. With spoilers, I did do that! And believe me, it was not the easiest thing to say the least. This game's revolutionary for a reason. This game, for all intents and purposes, is what brought JRPGs to the mainstream. This game's important for a reason. But right now, there's not much we can do here. Time for us to head out. If you fancy going faster, try holding down B while walking to pick up the pace. You can also choose to toggle running by visiting the text and running sections of system settings. Speaking of which, there's gotta be at least an auto option. Oh, autoplay's on by default! Nice. Yeah, this game is beautiful to look at, and if you're wondering, I got it on Switch 1. I did not get it on Switch 2, because Switch 2 is a game key card, and I do not approve of it. At all. Oh yeah, there's some stuff that we need to get, so we might have to go back. Yeah, I'm not leaving any stone unturned. It's already 20 minutes in. I started my video with a 3-minute rant about how I felt. Seriously, it just got me mad. Yeah, normally I would just shrug it off and move on, but it's become a recurring trend. A recurring thing that has happened for years. And I was just fed up. That's why I made the decision to just say no more. What's the point? What's the point of asking if, well, you're gonna keep getting denied over and over? Nice, you get an Oaken Club. I mean, seriously, there's like no point in just keeping on going if you're just gonna get denied over and over again. Sure, I've been called entitled. I got called toxic. Did it really matter to me that much? No, I only wanted a straight answer. But judging by this, I'm probably never gonna get it. Honestly, I'm fine with that. Always saying to me not to be discouraged. Well, I'm already been discouraged enough. It's depressing, but it is what it is. I'm just gonna accept it and just move on. Because truth be told, I'm just kinda tired. And I gotta find the stairs so I can reach the second floor. My guess is in the middle, huh? Just as how I remembered it when I did Dragon Quest III. And yeah, that was last year for anyone asking. There's the exit. You got money, which is nice. You're gonna need money. And this nets us a medicinal herb, as well as a seed of magic. Alright, I've seen what I need to see. Now I gotta head to the backyard. And this game's gonna end up killing me. Because I gotta do like 4 other games, you know? Made it all the way to the backyard. There should at least be a shed somewhere. These guys are hard at work. There it is. We get a Chimera wing. Seriously, this game is so beautiful to look at that it just ain't funny. Made it down below here. Got 131 coins. And that door's already locked down tight. I haven't even started the game properly. I'm just wasting my time getting stuff. There it is. This one nets as a seed of luck. And this one nets as an anecdotal herb. now with all that out of the way, we need to head to the dining area. This nets us a seed of agility. This nets us a phial of holy water. There's the guy right there. He heals you up with no charge. We get another Chimera Wing, as well as 8 gold coins. This one nets us 17. This nets us a pair of boxer shorts. And let's see, I've gotten almost everything. Even the Oaken Club. No. Wait, I gotta put that back. Why? Put it in the bag. Alright, we got everything we needed in the castle. We're done here. Of course, since I am the only party member here, I may as well take advantage. Resilience increased by 2. MP increased by 3. Luck increased by no, wait. There. And agility by 2. Very good. Now we finally reached the town. Finally. I took too long. But hey, I'm alright with that. We only have about 300 gold, so we have to make do with what we've got. Most towns are in home to several shops. Some sell weapons and armor, and some deal in items. Their wares vary, so make sure to stop by any new shops you see. Make sure you equip your belongings instead of leaving them to languish. You can do this by going to the equipment section of the main menu. Like this guy, for instance. Tell no one, but it seemeth that a great treasure of the royal line hath been stolen by fiends. Truly our world goeth ever more swiftly to rack and ruin. You're not wrong about that. We get an anecdotal herb. So, no, where's the, oh yeah. Wait, why did I press that? No, there it is, the Y button. There's a house southeast of here. And honestly, I'm tired of holding down the B button. No. Good. That speeds up my time. I hate having my time be wasted. We get 16 gold coins. God, 'tis not but one funeral of a comrade slain by fiends after another late. Will the dogs never cease their villainy? I don't know. I legit don't have an answer for that. When I grow up, I shall be a hero, or perhaps a sage. That too would be most marvelous, and a good deal safer, I do not doubt. We get a seed of strength, and we are going to need the seed. Good, increased by 3. Nice, we get more money. Hast thou espied the great fortress shrouded in mist or yonder? "'Tis the lair of the Dragon Lord himself. Oh, I tremble merely to look upon it. Yeah, I can tell. I can seriously tell, you know. You gotta make sure to check every nook and cranny, cause you never know. But not everyone's gonna have something inside. Yeah. There's the... No, the church is right here. Got another herb. Anyway, now we gotta find near the weapon shop. Yeah, there's even a safe room. And this one nets us a seed of life. Now let's head to the inn because there's actually some stuff we can get since we have save file the previous game. Staying the night at the inn will fully restore your HP and MP. If you find yourself worse for wear, head to the nearest inn to relax. The Marvelous Makeover Kit. We obtained the Marvelous Makeover Kit. And this gives us this. Yeah, I'm not at all surprised. I'm not at all surprised by this. I don't even have the pre-order kit for Drag... Wait, do I have it? I gotta check. I gotta check my receipt when I paid for the game. Yeah. Let's see. Alright, we have this. That's expensive. Divine Dagger, Copper Sword. Yeah, this will probably help me during the first run, but I'll just get a hardwood headwear. And I like that. I really, really like this old English style because I remember reviewers were like mentioning that. Yeah, do we really need that? It's more in the modern era. Screw that! It just adds the atmosphere. I don't really care, honestly. And yes, I'm using the dog suit because this suit's gonna help me out in the early game. Alright, HP up by 3. Wait, don't I... Wait, where's the dirt? There's supposed to be a dirt patch. Not this one. I already know. I've played through this before. This is nothing. Not here. Here? Nope. I guess I've seen what I need to see. We may as well just get started. I gotta grind up anyway, because if you're gonna get stronger, that's what you gotta do. It's also open-ended. If you feel a bit lost, press the Y button to take a look at the map. It'll show your current location, give you a good idea of your surroundings. Traveler's Tips, a curated collection of useful info, can be found in the miscellaneous menu. Be sure to give it a look if you need help with controls or aren't quite sure how to get on. More tips will be added as you progress, so make a point of checking for new tidbits from time to time. And there it is, the kingdom. Yeah, you're supposed to head up there, but my god. Has it really been 100 years since then? It really has. But now the fight begins. Yeah, I love the music with this. Yeah, it's gonna go slow, so I'm gonna have to speed this up. And if you wonder, that dog suit's gonna help me out. I really don't have the elevating shoes. I gotta really check this out. If this means I gotta do things the old-fashioned way, that's fine. A prestigigator. Let's speed things up. Yeah, you think that's impressive? Please. Solo is now level 2. Very nice. By the way, every time you level up, you're fully healed. So if you're this close and you're near death, boom. You get yourself back on your feet. I set it to ultra fast because no way in hell am I going through this crap. The music never gets old. This nets us an herb, a seed of stamina. May as well make use of everything I've got. Stamina increased by 3. Lovely. And we have a Batterfly and a pair of She-Slimes. That's pathetic. Oh, goody, Drakies. Solo's now level 3. And he learns heal. Good. He can actually keep himself alive for a change. We get a set of plain clothes and an oaken club, as well as some money. And yes, this game is pretty much open-ended, so you could basically decide how you want to do this. But you might want to take the time to level up, which is basically what I'm doing. Oh goody, a trio of She-Slimes. Cute. Why does this all remind me of how I did it with my playthrough of this game? Yeah, but what I played was the mobile version, and now that game is essentially useless. I only did that because I really wanted to devote my time to Dragon Quest. Now we have a slime and a She-Slime. You can tell the difference by their color. I prefer to do things my way. Okay, so I think there should be somewhere we need to be. Yeah, a church. Oh, hello, Batterfly. Now fall. Sleet Shine gives us a medicinal herb. Very good. Is it me or the enemy encounter rate's a bit too high? Yeah, this will take some time. Yeah, he's only taking 1 point of damage because the armor he's got, the dog suit, is giving him plenty of defense. Solo is now level 4. And you learn Sizz, which is nice. An offensive magic spell. We obtain a Chimera Wing, 7 gold coins, and a set of Wayfarer's clothes. There it is. Oh, goody, a bunch of rat skulls. Your threats are empty, buddy. Honestly, I wait for the day the Zenithian trilogy gets love. Because honestly, they've been in DS and mobile hell for so long. We get 2 Dazzle Me Nuts. That's it? I expected more. Ooh, a ghost. Yikes. At least we get some experience out of that. This nets us anecdotal herbs, a seed of agility. Nice, agility increased by 3. Now we're gonna have to head over there. We're not heading to that place yet. Focus on the Prestidigator first. Absolutely lame. That's better. Looks like its agility got boosted, but that don't mean a thing. Yeah, now we gotta head all the way right there. I can take all day. Yeah, this might prove to be a problem. Much better. Dude, stop that. Sheesh, and I thought I've had worse. Good, Soul's a level 5. I like that you get fully healed after every level up, because other Dragon Quests don't do that. This nets us a leather suit and a leather shield. I better put this on. Aha! There's another one. This one nets me a seed of defense as well as a medicinal herb. Only got raised by 1? I expected more. This must be the place. The Wayfarer's Chapel. You can record your progress in an adventure log by praying in a church or by speaking with members of the clergy you find out and about. The game does autosave all on its own, but these files are overwritten, so do save manually. You can create a maximum of 9 adventure logs. Just remember, FASF, Fearless Adventurers save frequently. As they should. This nets us a pouch of musk. This one nets us 83 gold coins, and this one nets us a seed of stamina. Raise up by 1. Guess it's time to save our progress, just to be safe. Yes. Yes, I'm continuing on my adventure. I have work to do. Yep, the effects wore off and now I'm expected trouble. Of course. Am I honestly not that surprised, honestly? Nah. We'll be taking care of that shortly. I just want to explore. But before that, let's just enter it just so that way I could fast travel it fast with a Chimera Wing. All kinds of icons can pop up next to characters' names in battle which symbolize temporary changes to their attributes. Give the buffs to debuffs entries a gander if you fancy learning more. You can store all kinds of objects in your bottomless bags. That's say you won't be able to rummage through them while in a fight. In short, I think if you think you need to call on something on a battle, keep it with you. Erdrick's Hollow. Now with that set on the map, we could always go back. This might take me forever. Mm-hmm. There's the town up there. Funny how that place is still there after 100 years. And we gotta deal with this guy. The Kamalis. You weren't even that worth my time. A dazzle me not. Nice. We get a bamboo pole and a set of plain clothes and a leather hat. Not good enough. Oh goody, we have a rat skull and a toxic toad. These guys are like the worst thing in the world, you know, and I got lucky with that head. Alright, we made it to this town. The town of Gallenholm. Let's see what we can find around here in this town. But wait a moment. I'm not done exploring the outside world yet. I gotta see if there's anything else around here. Oh goody, we also have rat skulls and bubble slimes. And I get poisoned. Why do I gotta deal with that? Mm-hmm. Much better. Far west and slightly south of Erdrick's Hollow. Oh, great. We gotta deal with a spirit. He's no big. Persistence is always rewarded. Solo's now level 6. And he learns both Snooze and Flame Slash. Yeah, since you're the only party member, you just gotta keep pressing that A button. Come on, there's gotta be something here. Come on, far west and slightly south. Goody, the prestidigators are back! You know, I did not really think you'd be doing that. Good riddance. What a waste. Yeah, let's just use the Chimera Wing. I got plenty of these. That's a relief. I need to see what items they have in the shop. Yeah, I am. I only need like 5 of them. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. My apologies. I'll put this in the item bag. So that way I can be set. Why is it that trying to find everything is a pain in the butt? It still is. Unlike my original playthrough, which kinda lasted like about a few parts, this one will probably be longer. But it's not a long game either. It's meant to get you set up for what's yet to come. Alright. Now, hopefully I should have enough to explore at my leisure without weak enemies attacking me. And they can get very annoying too. Nuts, it wore off. Nope. Seriously, the least they could do is just give me a world map for this or something. Sheesh. It says north of the hollow in the forest. Ah, there it is. You get 2 anecdotal herbs. That's it. There's Erdrick's Hollow here. Not again. I don't see anything. What's this? We get 12 gold coins and 2 vials of holy water, as well as a magic water. Bingo! 44 gold coins and a turban, as well as more money. Wait, northeast of secret spot 2? Oh, I got more holy water. Sweet. This has to be it. These must be the secret spots. The world is full of secret little areas just waiting for someone to discover them. These often look a little bit different in their surroundings, so be sure to keep an eye out for them on your travels. Stumble upon such a spot, you might find a stash of items or gold coins. If you're lucky, you might find something altogether more special than either of those. There they are. We get some antidotal herbs. We get 57 gold coins. Yep, we get a mini medal. On your adventure, you may come across some shiny trinkets known as mini medals. These can be traded for all kinds of wonderful prizes with a certain someone who is maximally mad about amassing them. Good. Found the first spot, thankfully. Good. This one here, and that's 2 medicinal herbs and a seed of strength. We'll need it. Boost up by 2. I think we've gotten everything that we needed. Oops. Now we need to head southwest. There it is. The Roadside Hollow. Roadside Inn. Let's make sure we get what we need here. We get a leather suit. We also get some strong medicine. And we get our second mini medal. And then we get some money, 182 gold. There it is. Nice, we got a Chimera wing. Now we have this marked on our map so we can return back whenever. Speaking of which, we may as well use it now. Next stop, Gallenholm. Alright, now we've made it. And I think we'll wrap this one up for now. Yeah, I know, it's not much, but I just want to get this started. Anyway, that is it for this part of Dragon Quest, part of Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD-2D Remake. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button, the like button, leave a comment, share this video around, and do not forget to subscribe and click the bell. All of it helps me out a lot. I can't stress that enough, all things considered. Anyway, that's it. This is MegamanNG signing off. Peace out. I paid for this game, and I'm making sure they know that.